like we got us a convoy.
Hello, it's the 5th Metal Cardbot S you've been waiting for, the big leader, the big commander, the big old truck, Gigant Rex. Gigant Rex. Yeah, I think that's a good English pronunciation for Gigant. I don't think they're ever gonna rename Gigant Rex to like Giant Rex, like Gigant Saver here. I mean, this box, it just feels very weighty, you know. Usually it's just spacious, these boxes are spacious, but there's actual good weight in this thing. That feels probably good. Also, might be slightly heftier for shipping, but otherwise, also here's, you know, his last season's contemporary similar heavy iron. Pretty big box. I'm using this as a multi-storage box for like all the big metal card bots there. It's just slightly taller, but slightly less thick. Yeah, so there's the Rex blade deployed, like right across his blade, cleverly enough. And then his metal card weapon ability is the Death Grip. Because with that giant Tyranno arm, you know, that could really crush somebody to death. Oh, I just noticed that this looks like, you know, Blue Cop's weapon, but the Cielo's metal weapon's actually just for the demonstration. Yeah, because, you know, that's not actually, you know, how Gigant Rex's metal weapon is folded up. So in the background, we also have a city. Maybe traditionally painted, hand-painted city with lots of skyscrapers. And that does look like a starship there. Very interesting shape of starship. It's almost like it has a hollow center in it. And it looks like it has a similar marking on the front as, you know, Gigant Rex's chest emblem, so I'm guessing that's the Speranza. That's the ship's name that Gigant Rex and his crew landed in. Apparently Speranza is Italian for hope. Yeah, that's a fitting name for a ship. Just wondering how aliens found an Italian word. All the nice stylings you're expecting for these packaging right now. September of 24. That came out in October. Big enclosed shell, like with the giant card weapon right here, and then the card probably out in front. Prepare to have the happy feels again with the bigness of a giant truck, another big metal cardbot truck, trailer truck. This time it's a tanker truck. Gigant Rex, the giant tanker truck. It's just nice reds and silver swirly, somewhat swirly plastic all around. Yeah, but it has the shaping of the oil tanker. This is a humongous oil tanker. Like metallic blue taillights. Ladders. Big old ladders, and then a red striping off to the side, and then even more ladders on the front. Yeah, he has a chunky wheel, so doesn't exactly roll smoothly, it just rolls loudly and rumbly. And that trailer is super low to the ground, so... And of course it doesn't have any, you know, any extra kickstands to support this thing, so... Always keep it with the truck. Yeah, he has the metal cardbot style of eyes. Those are raised. They're not printed on, except, you know, the metallic blue that's painted on the molded eyes. Big old sunroof, and these are soft rubber, actually, unlike the heavy iron, so I guess somehow there are more safety concerns with these smokestacks as such. This one's a little crooked. Maybe it was like that out of the box, so you gotta watch for that. You might have to heat that a bit. Yeah, but that's the only rubber I see. Yeah, just a nice, big old long grill. This would be a good spot for some sort of emblem if this was tiny enough. Yeah, nice painted front headlights. And but come to the side, and this truck cab looks a little off because that's a tiny, awfully short, that is a super cutesy short truck bed. I mean, that looks like a very disproportionate truck bed compared to other pretty long truck beds. Are there any such trucks that have these short proportions? Well, at least it has a very luxurious sleeping cabin. I guess that could accommodate several people, or a giant robot head. Yeah, that's neatly covered up there, so that much shoulder mass to cover up the head. Or a booster, and more boosters in the back. Wait, where are the doors on this thing? Is this a door? Is this a tiny little cutout door that cuts off from the rest of the window? Or do they enter from the back of here? Convoy comparisons! Of course, everybody compares Heavy Iron with Gigant Rex. It looks like the trailer's about the same length, but of course he has a slightly longer cab. Heavy Iron can just about haul this, although it's going to lift some wheels and do a wheelie. Yeah, but you can't do this for Gigant Rex because awfully short trailer hitch, and then a big old combining block in the way. If this is G1 Optimus, then this is G2 Optimus. Speaking of which, G1 Optimus. Wow, it's long as the new Commander class Optimus Prime. Just as long. And then G2 Optimus. Little leader class. This leader class is just like a mini oil tanker, baby oil tanker, holding a couple thousand liters while this is holding the, nearly 18,000 liters. Yeah, what sort of oil would Gigant Rex be hauling? And then another big long-nosed cab. It's still pretty sizable. It's still a very big tanker truck. That just goes nicely with all the other convoys that came before. And here's a pickup truck for Gigant Rex's tail end. Yeah, when it's in its way. Or an even bigger pickup truck for the tail end. Yeah, I think this stated 132 this is more closer to scale. Yeah, just imagine an angry truck trying to run you off the road. Just because, you're driving behind it and you just really want to get ahead of it. I mean, it's understandable, but I guess he was very cranky. When you've got transforming robot legs, you've got to reconfigure them into some sort of unofficial base mode. So I managed to come up with a little garage. A little garage for Gigant Rex here. That works out pretty nicely. Or it's a wall. A wall emplacement. A gapped wall emplacement. With towers. I guess this is a gate mode then. Or, yeah, just put Gigant Rex as part of the base. And welcome to New Machina City. Now on to actual transformation. Yeah, I guess figure out where to unlatch first. I guess ideally these little blocks. Yeah, that rotates there, and then I guess you can split it apart like most Optimus trailers. If you can also unlatch the front. Not much going inside. There's that super smooth insides. And then, yeah, that's fold over and click, fold over and click. Also, these are removable for some reason. But that's not for transformation. I don't know, just safety detachable parts. Yeah, so that's double accordion folds on those angled beams. Ooh, ratcheted feet. Yeah, watch out. You don't move this as you part-form the arms off. Legs. Transform truck cab. Split open the giant sleeper cabins that are obviously the robot shoulders. And then, yeah, of course, rotate those. Oh, and before you put this back trailer in place, you have to slide it into the torso first. Yeah, so he doesn't have a pelvis hitch anymore, but he does have a butt shoot now. He's gonna shoot stuff out of that thing. Okay, just hide it away. Get your head out of the gutter. But yeah, so that's because, you know, this trailer actually covers the back of here, so... And don't forget to latch that hinge, that little tab here. Yeah, so if you completely transform the top trailer first, this would get in the way, which is a good secondary measure to keep it from slipping out. Okay, and then chest slide. So it reveals some tech revealing and also covers the eyes. Yeah, these arms are pretty much as is as you attach those to the back clips here. Gigant Rex is Rex-terrifically huge. Also just big old stomper legs. With a nice color distribution of the yellowish orange yellow. And a slightly dark red. And the silver and the black and white. Also whites. So yeah, it's a really good color theory. I guess the white's all the way out to the edge, and then, you know, as you get closer, there's more yellow, and then back to the yellow. And a little bit of metallic blue, like that was on the tail light, that's also on the chest gem here. Oh yeah, these sides of the tanker look like they're big shields. Yeah, I suppose you could just fold these up if you want, but... Or they are removable. I guess those are intentionally removable, also safety detachable parts, so if you want to clean that up and look a bit, if you don't mind the extra peg holes there. Yeah, so that head is also a pretty unique robot head design. Like, that is a pretty tiny faceplate, you know, surrounded by like a spiked chin or a beard. And those are some nice pupil eyes they got in there, and also metallic blue paint on the side here. Of course, screw hole here, but then the big old ears or fins and that booster on the back, I guess. Wonder what that is. And then the forehead emblem, although I think that one's printed a bit crooked on mine. I don't know if the tiny face is kind of unintentionally cute, but I think, you know, the beard, I guess he looks much more gruff. More the gruff, rugged type of character, I guess. I guess there were minor concerns that this would just be a retool of Heavy Iron. Yeah, they stand nearly head to head, I guess. No, wait, actually, I forgot to collapse the legs. He's actually much taller. Now he's just half a head taller. But I guess they said retool because the curvature of these legs are similar, like the red striping and the knees, but no, this is all new. Yeah, the Korean Transformer toys, they don't cheap out. They don't cheap out with retools that often. But most of the time, they always make new toys, so a new truck Cardbot is no exception. Just different stylings here and there. And also, you know, the truck mostly hides away in the robot mode, while, you know, just straightforward, literally, you know. His cab is mounted downwards, so like some other certain primes, which does give it a unique shape, at least. Well, yeah, maybe that's also why this cab nose is so short, so it doesn't look too long in the torso. Because long legs is more of a statement. Articulation! Head is on a side to side, and a little bit of up and down, all the way around. Nice clickety shoulder ratchets. And the ratcheted transformational outward. Butterfly, upward butterflies. So, you can do this in addition to his natural shoulder joints. Your over-shouldering. A nice 90 ratcheted elbows and a bicep swivel. That's pretty tight, actually. And that great risk of just twisting it off, unfortunately. I think they might need more secure connections than just these clips. Anyway, nothing at the wrist. Nothing on these useless, hollow underhands. No, just no accessory holes, which I don't think it really needs, but would be nice if it was cross-compatible. Anyway. Nice ratchety all around. So he could use his shoulder blasters. These unpainted shoulder blasters. It would have been nice if it was the same metallic, but that's just nitpicking. And that waist swivel just so happens to be his truck grill. Yeah, so... yeah, imagine hinging that in truck mode and you just kind of have a funny little grill, like he's kind of sniffling his nose. And then forward legs that much. You feel kind of softer actually in the thighs, oddly enough, but all the way back. If you can get those blocks out of the way. All the way splits. No thighs, but at least lower leg swivel. Whatever good that's worth, but then the fact these are ratcheted might be intentional. Yeah, so pretty great articulation. I guess big guys don't have much as need for thigh swivels. And yeah, that's one up better than Heavy Iron, who has no bicep swivels because of his short arms. And whose biceps are taken by truck trailer parts. So his standard weapons are the Rex blades, which are hidden in the tanker arm, so I guess you get your good fingertip grip here. Get a good grip on here, and then I guess you have to pull it out the rest of it with your hand here. Yeah, I guess latch there. Click. Yeah, so this truck guy, this Rex truck guy, has 2 arm blades. And are soft rubber, so, you know, just for safety. I think those insides are really well painted. I don't know, these serrated blades are kind of remind me of Pacific Rim. Yeah, so well, while Heavy Iron only gets 1 blade included with the toy when he had 2 in the show, this is all built in. These are built in, not extraneous accessories. Yeah, so that's 2 up, 1 up or 2 up over Heavy Iron. So here's Gigant Rex's card weapon. Yeah, there is no space here officially, so just Gigant Rex. Yeah, but we're just gonna say it, Gigant Space Rex. And that is the deepest card ever. That is just a whole block. That's a metal card block. Yeah, I think they're kind of losing the plot gimmick with just the cards. I guess these are just decorations for whatever size of card weapon they need. Yeah, so that just basically holds it in place to keep this from opening up. While this block, that takes up all of this jaw, so it's kind of hollow now, but... and then these arm flaps, which go on this arm, our right. Oh, and this can slide in without having to open that again, so that's nice. Yeah, so this tabs into the clip here that is used for transformation connection. And then there's a little round peg hole here that flaps on top. And then the clip, back armpit clip, the elbow clip, not the armpit, what? And another tab on this side that clicks in. Oops. So that's the Rex arm. Now he has a humongous gripping T-Rex shaped arm. Also, you gotta love that, you know, silver paint details. Like, especially hydraulics on the top of here. And then the metallic blue striped eyes. So that's a more mechanical thing. Oh yeah, and then this ridge thing that looks like a scaled back. A scaly back. Next to arm guard. Yeah, so it looks like that thing is just super big enough to grip things. That's kind of pointy. Yeah, so this looks like it will have a deadly grip on anything it munches on, and then also fire blasted. There's some indent in here, I guess that implies some sort of fire blaster. Yeah, but maybe some more detail in there, like maybe some paint, would help really pick it out to let you know this thing is both close range and long ranged. I guess made only possible by the side because triangular from the front, and that is too heavy. Yeah, okay, yeah, so if you want to do like a straight fire support, you're gonna have to just hope it doesn't give out right here. But with these large shiny plastic ones, I feel like the edge of this, the surface of this, kind of scratched right out of the box. You know, just large surfaces, all these little scratches and nickies. Yeah, especially right here. I'm sure it's not like that originally. Just it's kind of hard to keep track. It's really hard to keep these kind of robots pristine with their shiny plastic like Lego. But do you really care? Yeah, so I guess he's a rare left-handed bot because, of course, this thing was only designed to fit on his left hand. You want to see if I can do it on the right? I mean, well, there's a tab designed specifically only for this side, and then there's no clip on here. I mean, this clip is not the same, this clip is not the same. And then no clip on here, this clip is only on this side. Yeah, so those are all super unique connection points so that it only goes on his left hand. Gigant Rex is another terrific Cardbot. Just another big old truck. It's like, you know, it's like Heavy Iron, but a bit better. Just in articulation, at least. And I guess also pretty imposing. Also a big old tanker truck instead of just a trailer truck. And a pretty big arm. It's a pretty big... That is a super statement of a giant weapon. Yeah, I guess the nitpick is, you know, this bicep's a little tight, therefore this arm could pop off if you're not careful. And maybe just a little heavy. Yeah, but the fact that I think his legs are kind of dense, so he can still kind of balance pretty well even with this giant thing off to the side. Also nice ratchets. Just really holds. And he may be 20% more costly than Heavy Iron. Yeah, but I think that cost also went into the more articulation and the giant weapon. Which I think is fair, and it's still a bit lower than Commander class. And he stands at Commander class height. So that's a very big bot that's pretty affordable still. And of course, this costs less than a leader class. Today's modern leader class in import charges. But I guess Heavy Iron is still readily available. Maybe not so much in the store shelves right now, but at least online. Yeah, so some might still prefer Heavy Iron, even in less articulation, because of his G1 optimisness. But I guess if you wanted just another truck that's kind of similar, but it's doing its own thing, then I think Gigant Rex would be more unique. He would be a more unique type of truck bot, giant combiner truck and trailer combination bot than Heavy Iron. I guess in terms of, you know, their motivations, I guess Heavy Iron just being naturally a big powerhouse just kind of lets his big stature give him pride just to boss everyone around and become an outlaw, and doesn't let anything get in his way of getting what he wants, like a new home. And then when an opportunity to use a powerful artifact presented itself, he was about to do it. But then for Gigant Rex, he's just very mad that Peru and the rest of human civilization went to go on to make civilization and scientific advancements without them. And also someone gave him a nasty head wound, so he's not right in the head. Alright, what's next for Metal Cardbot S? Well, if the show is anything to go by, I guess Glober and Rock Crush are going to be the next toys released next month. Yeah, just some smaller Jeep in a drill tank. And then maybe Deep Bite will also be in the same wave. And if Gigant Rex is going to be the final boss for the season, and 7-star Guardians just simply isn't enough with his giant brute, Blue Cops is going to need a bigger body.